Welcome back. It's been a nice Monday so far. We started off chilly, still clear blue skies out in our Sky 9 camera. This is facing downtown. A little bit of a wind coming out of the south. That's what's moving the flags out there on the ferry landing. This morning, though, it was chilly. You may have noticed you needed a jacket. We actually reached the upper 40s here in Baton Rouge at 49, even some mid 40s over in Slidell. The rest of us were into the nice cool 50s to start off this work week. We've warmed nicely, though, into the low 80s for many of us. 82 here at the Baton Rouge Metro Airport, 81 down in Houma and Patterson, but up in southern Mississippi, Macomb, still holding on to the upper 70s, 78 degrees. This evening will feel nice and comfortable as well. It'll be warm right before sunrise, but then temperatures will cool off nicely into the low 70s by 7 and back into the 60s overnight. We'll keep it clear and also dry as we head into the overnight hours. Nice and clear across much of the U.S. as well, except up towards our northeast. There's a low pressure system and a cold front off the east coast. That's what moved through this weekend, bringing the pleasant conditions that we're feeling this Monday. There's also another low up towards the north near Minneapolis. With that, a cold front that's actually headed our way, and that's what's going to spark up a few showers and storms through the afternoon tomorrow. So playing that out, here's the HRRR model. We'll be dry to start off tomorrow morning. Then as we get into the afternoon, early morning, we may see a couple of some showers and storms popping up into southern Mississippi. They'll make their way further south through the afternoon. So here's 2 p.m. You may run into an isolated shower or a storm through the commute in the afternoon tomorrow. That'll continue to make its way southward. So late afternoon into the evening, it'll be mainly offshore going into the overnight hours on Wednesday morning. Also notice the clearing conditions behind that. We'll get that northerly wind flow. So 30% tomorrow. Then once that front moves through, we return to the dry conditions all the way through Friday. And then unfortunately, the next good chance of rain returns right in time for the weekend and into early next week. But we'll get the nice mornings back once again. Now tomorrow, because we get a little bit of that moisture returning, it won't be quite as chilly to wake up tomorrow. We'll be in the low 60s. And the 50s return after that front moves through. And then here comes the 60s once again, mid 60s arriving by Sunday and into Monday of next week. As for the afternoons, tomorrow I think will be our warmest into the upper 80s. Then behind that front we'll drop back into the low 80s, maybe even a mid 80 here and there. But for the most part, we'll stay into the low to mid 80s right on through the weekend and into early next week. All right, let's talk tropics. Yes, it's October, but we're still talking about the tropics. We're watching this tropical wave that's expected to head into the Caribbean, Central Caribbean, and really just meander there through the next week. But right now, the National Hurricane Center, as of earlier today, so at 1 p.m., it is still tagged for a high chance of developing through the next couple of days and through the next week. So that'll likely become our next depression and even named storm. So if it does become a tropical storm, the next name on the list is the M name, and that is Melissa. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that, but of right now, no threat to the Gulf Coast. Warm in the afternoon tomorrow, and then just watch for a few showers and storms arriving through the afternoon and evening. Behind that, though, we'll get the nice, comfortable mornings into the 50s, low 50s to start Thursday morning. We'll keep the 80s in place through the afternoon. And right now, we'll just have to keep an eye on our next storm chances arriving by Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back with more 9 News at 4.